Hello and welcome to the Mephisto Gaming channel. I am Mephisto and today we'll be starting our second series, Stationeers Let's Play. The goal of this series, will be to set up permanent habitation on every moon and planet in the game, with all the bells and whistles attached to it. We'll be starting on Mars and work our way from there. The overall plan is to set up a base and fly off to the next celestial body. So without further ado, let's get started. I've already started the map of Mars, and I think the first step will be to shut off the light and get the lay of the land. We are working with several mods on this series. They're only quality of life mods, so it's the stack 250 for ore, and I believe stack 250 for cables. This is just the quality of life, and it's not what I would consider cheating. As you can see, we have a big mountain over there, but the sun is rising over here, and I believe that the sun, from looking at it, is going right over the mountains. So this mountain here is no problem for us. So yeah, let's see what shenanigans we can get up to. I think first things first, and that is to set up the small base and power. Let's see, where do we have our stuff? We need this one and this one. There we go. Iron frames. I'll put the duct tape back for now. I'm not going to bother with this small portable solar panel recharger. First we'll be placing some iron frames. We also have to take into account how the sun is moving so we can set up a solar. I think we'll go for a standard 3x3 interior base, or at least 2x3 to start the grow plots. And we'll also need some space for our production. So we'll be laying out this first. And I think we'll have our energy system up here. I'm not going to fill them up right from the get-go, but we'll be working our way towards it. Perhaps I shouldn't have done this, and should have started on this side first, because here our greenhouse will be placed. And greenhouses need to be airtight, so we'll double up with the frames here, with welding them shut, and we can get away with just welding it once here on this side where the production will start. As you can see in the bottom right corner, when we weld, the temperature does shoot up tremendously, so we have to take care not to harm ourselves while doing this. So that's the welding part. Now let's see, what do we need first? I think we need to have a place for the autolathe. and the arc furnace first, and then we can figure out where we want to have the other things next. We're not gonna wire them up just yet. We're just gonna lay them out first. So the furnace can come here. Let's see, what's the... Yeah. No. I'll place it somewhere else. Place the furnace here. Yeah, here on the corner, away from our greenhouse. Just in case things might explode or heat up too much. I think this is a good place for the auto lathe. So, got it placed right there. Let's see, what else do we need? We're going to need a solar panel. And that's just a very small basic one. And an area power control. And we'll place the solar panel here. Power control. You see how the arrows see on the sides of the green box with the ghost of the power area power control. You see two green arrows pointing from the right to the left. That's the direction of which the power needs to flow through the apparatus. And for easy access, we'll be flipping the area power control so that they are moving from left to right, I should say. All right, so we got those placed. Now we'll put them glass sheet in the solar panel. Open up the area power control and look for a battery so we can use it. I'm not taking off all these boxes and tanks yet because in a few days we will be hit by a storm, as by design, from the game itself. Therefore, I think it's prudent to leave them attached, otherwise they will be blown away. Now we'll hook up the solar panel to the area power control. I did it right the first time. And now that I think of it, I think it would have been better if I have placed the other lathe over here, so we don't have to use that much cable coils in the first part before we can actually start and produce our own cable coil. It requires a wrench to deconstruct. We can just pick it up and move it elsewhere. Yeah, this is a good spot. Alright. Place the cables. Now I have played this game before, so I kind of know how the cables are supposed to be going already. Therefore I can place them now before finishing up the other lathe itself. Alright, that's it. I'll be welding up the outer lathe. Requires cable coils, 4 of them. And I believe next is plastic sheets that we have to weld in place, funnily enough. You think it melts, but that's how it works. Next, what we need is a screwdriver to finish it up. As you can see, it's getting dark. That's something we need to make sure we have to take into account. Let's see. Next thing we'll need is an electronic printer. And for that we need 20 iron, 2 gold, and 10 copper. We have none of that. So I guess the next step is to start mining. I'm not gonna put you all through this just yet. So I'll be cutting away. Let me first place the furnace in a sensible spot. I don't know, is this sensible? Not really. Alright, this is the most sensible spot that I can think of. Better turn this off so we don't use any power unnecessarily. While it's dark, it's very difficult to mine, find your way around. You will get lost. So I think the best thing is to lay out how we want our first greenhouse, so we can start and start growing some crop so we can eat. Where we go? Door kits. I needed door kits. Yep, got them. Think we'll be starting out with composite doors. Those are the easiest. Placing walls on both sides. And windows of the airlock, and windows on every other place of the interior. The greenhouse. Wouldn't be a greenhouse without windows. Plus plants need sunlight to grow anyway. There we go. That's all laid out. Now we add some iron sheets so we can add the glass as well. Adding the glass. There we go. That's the last one, I think. Yeah. All of them have, all of the windows have glass in them now. Alright. I think the next step is to lay out the airlock. Very important, of course. A proper airlock will help you manage and maintain correct air pressures and temperatures and atmosphere levels as well. So our crops can grow nice and quick, and more importantly, not wither away and die. Okay, well, I have to add an additional. No, that's 2 walls. Why can't I put it there? On that side. That's fine. Place the console on this side. Exterior vent. Odd. Alright. Those are all, most of the interior bits done already. Got a console. Got a sensor. We got an active vent. All we need is another active vent and 2 passive vents. Let's see, that's the regular airlock. I don't want that. Advanced airlock. Let's start with the advanced airlock right away. It's the easiest to set up in ultimately. And all we need is a pane of glass for that. To finish up. Best to get things like this out of the way while it's dark, and when it's light you can you have the light to mine and see where you're going. Plastic sheets for the doors. And again, we need a welding torch for that. That's 1, and that's 2. And I shouldn't have put the glass away yet. We'll leave it open for now, because we'll be needing some more stuff. As I said before, we need another active vent and we need 2 passive vents, and we can't make those yet. Alright, let's plop all these things back already. And I see the sun is rising. Let's switch out the tool belt. Press 6. Get out our trusty old mining tool, and we'll soon head out mining. I won't put you through that, so I'll be cutting back once I'm done with that. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see in our bottom left corner, we have mined 4 ores. We got on the far left, we got copper, Then we got iron, we got some coal, and we got some gold. In front of us, you can see that I left some iron deposits. That's this brown one open. When I do this on purpose when I don't fully mine out an ore deposit, so I can always come back. Another thing I noticed is on the top right corner you see a yellow indicator with what appears to be a cup. And if you look down below, in the down below, left, right bottom corner, you can see our vitals. And you got what seems to be a hamburger, and a cup, and I believe that's water, and that's, I think, a new mechanic of the game. And yeah, it's already giving us a warning, so it seems that we have to take it serious. Let's see what we got for water. And we got our standard organics, egg carton, soybean, tomato, pumpkin, mushroom, rice, fern. Didn't know you can eat fern. Corn, wheat, and a potato. I see nothing from water. Let's see if we can. Power's getting low as well. Best to switch out our battery right now while we can still charge the old one. Although sun is already set, so it's probably not a good idea.
Power low.
Oh, here we go. Water bottle. So this is a new one. There are several new game mechanics like storms, wind power, and liquid. And I guess the requirement to drink is part of the new liquid system they implemented. And you can see several other things. We got 3 water bottles. Oh, we got a ground penetrating radar, useful when mining. But a lot of deposits are on the surface right now, so I won't be going into that one just yet. But we'll get to there. Also have a microwave already. And some soup, corn soup and tomato soup. Alright, so we won't have to starve right away. And looking in our uniform, I see we have a tomato soup, water bottle, and a credit card already. So we didn't need to grab that one before. Anyway, yeah, the sun is setting again. I think the furnace is already done with the iron. As you can see, you put the iron in here, switch on, press go. And once the furnace is done, it will spit it out on this side. Iron is the easiest and fastest ore or mineral to process. Metal. And a lot of the more advanced metals you can't even process in the furnace. You'll need in the arc furnace you need a regular furnace, or eventually even an advanced furnace that takes in 3 different inputs at the same time. So now we're smelting ore, copper, and it's taking much longer. But we need all of these before we can start producing extra production equipment. In front of you, you see the autolathe Mark 1. This produces um, a lot of things like clothing, but all of them are fairly basic. Um, but you need them. You need the autolave anyway. It produces different kits like the arc furnace, but one we already had to start out with. Centrifuge, blast door, crates, doors, but more importantly, electronic sprinter. That's the one we'll be building next. And we need 2 gold and 10 copper for that. I think we're done with the copper right now. You don't have to smelt everything in one go. You have limited power as it is. Got 32 copper here. So we'll be waiting on the gold. And once that's done, we'll be back. Alright, the gold is finished. I've already put it in the other lathe. Let's switch on the other lathe and make sure that the arc furnace is turned off to save power. As you can see here, we got everything we need to build the electronic sprinter. Let's hope we have enough power to actually produce it. As you can see, the large battery is still green, so that's a good sign. But this is going to take a while. So we'll be back when it's finished. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. The other lathe has finished producing the electronics printer. The electronics printer prints out all of our electronic equipment. The other lathe can do some of it as well, but the other lathe does it faster and more efficient with time and resources, and also more advanced components as well. I think this isn't a good spot for the electronics printer. I want to leave this spot open for the pipe bender, another tool or machine that produces all the all the pipes and vents and stuff like that. We'll discuss this in more detail when we get there. But for now, we'll be doing the electronics printer. Let's see where did I leave the metal sheets? There we go. Iron sheets. Grab out the torch. So you already know I need that tool. Should also have taken the plastic with me. I have to go back. There we go. That's the electronics printer. I will hook it up to the power system, and then we'll see what we need for our first power generation. Because the other lathe can't produce solar panels, so we need the electronics printer to do that. The small basic solar panel here doesn't cut it for the power usage for our base. And there we go. Let's turn that one off. Let's turn this on. So what we got here, let's see, got several appliances we can make. Circuit boards, odds and ends like desk lamps, batteries, very important, we'll make those later. Battery chargers, small, different circuit boards, some more IC chips, different kits, grow light, Harvey, silo, solar panel basic, won't be needing that one. Weather station, important, Upright wind turbine. Oh, that's an interesting one. But let's go to solar. Up here in this menu, you have a search bar, and you can type in what you need, and it automatically searches it for you. So let's go solar panel. What we need for that: gold, copper, and steel. Well, we don't have steel yet, and we don't have the stuff to make it either. I did see wind turbines. What do those need? Iron, gold, and copper. Alright. So let's open the other lathe up and take the ingredients out. Sorry for the sun. There we go. Let's see how many we can make. Life support's getting low. Our suit battery. It should be fine. Can only make one. That's fine. Let's start out with one. Alright, how do they look? Okay. And we got two different variants. Let's see, how do I want to do that? I want to have the power bit here. Because with solar panels, we're going to need a data port as well, and I want that on the sunrise side of the base, which is that side. There we go. It isn't generating much power as it is. Let's put our tools away. We can actually check how much power it is generating with the use of our handheld tablet. I think we need the network analyzer cartridge for that. Let's turn it on. Alright. Let's use our other one. As you can see here in the tooltip on the right side of the middle right side of the screen, the solar panel is generating 130 watts and climbing with an efficiency of 39. As the sun gets more right on top of it, the efficiency goes up and will produce more energy. But the wind turbine itself needs to be switched on. How does this work? Oh, there we go. It's producing 3 watts at the moment with a potential of 3 watts. I don't see anything else with it, so should be working, but I guess there isn't enough wind yet for it to produce. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. So how are we going to charge our stuff? Well, this is charging right now, but not very much. And for another wind turbine, we'll be needing steel to make solar panels, because those always work, at least when the sun is out. Seems to be spinning faster now. Well, I guess the turbine will be going faster once the wind starts to pick up. So yeah, what else do we need? We'll need to smelt some gold. The gold's already in there. So yeah, let's let that whizzing away. All right. So we got our power setup, sort of. We got our basic production setup. We started already on our greenhouse for our crops to grow. We've already started on the airlock for the greenhouse as well. And I think that is a good moment to stop with our episode. Leave it there, and we'll be back next Wednesday with the second episode where we'll hopefully get better power and finish up our greenhouse as well. So